a few kilometers away from the center of Fort Portal town, or Fort Portal city. Right at the back is a heap of plastic bottles together with plastic bags and a lot of non-degradable waste that trails all the way from the center of the city, where there is poor waste management, and these bottles are carried by the water to this place where they find that the vegetation is still intact. It is able to hold them. So this is very significant because it points to the pollution that is facing this river. It points to the poor waste management of the people within Fort Portal municipality, and then it also underpins the importance of key stakeholders and the duty bearers to come up with sustainable solutions to waste management for the conservation of the river. This river is of very big economic importance for this area. It is a source of water for drinking for the population of Kabarole, and specifically Fort Portal municipality. But then also Chenjojo district draws its water for drinking from the same river. A lot of degradation is happening along this river. People are disposing their waste into the river. A case in point are the plastic bottles that you can see floating on the river, and these are non-degradable. And if left untapped and if not removed from the river, they contaminate the river, and the same bottles disrupt the natural setting of the river.
River Mpanga used to be a big river, but it has reduced simply because of the activities, the economic activities that are taking place. Like you can see stone quarrying, sand mining, and poor methods of agriculture along the river. The degradation is actually much on stone quarrying and the poor agronomic practices. The changes as the activities along the river have actually affected the flow. And in this way, there is a reduction on the volume. So then there is also poor sanitation, because like these guys who are working in the river throughout the day, we actually not certain to where they help themselves from. So you find that they either use the river as toilets for the whole day, so that now the sanitation is becoming a problem to the downstream. So we don't have safe water simply because of the activities around. There is a lot of silting because of the poor agricultural activities. Soil is silting, and so always the water will always be dirty. And so those activities that are not protective, they are actually affecting the water for consumption and water for development.
I'm the area manager, Fort Portal cluster, and Fort Portal cluster covers Chenjojo, covers Fort Portal, basically Kabarole District and Mpanga District. Kabarole District mainly gets water from River Mpanga, which is where we are standing now, and it supplies it to different areas up to Chijura. We are planning to take it to Kabende, supplies it along Kasese Road, supplies it along Ugamba Road, and we are planning to take it to Karago. When it rains up the stream, we end up getting maram instead of water. Now, if we have a heavy downpour in Karangura there up the stream, what we expect is that we are going to have, maram, and we will switch off the plant for 2 hours for the maram to clear. Because at the end of the day, it becomes too costly to treat that maram. Now, the tricky part is if that maram comes at 2 a.m., the guy in the plant might be also asleep. He's a human being. So he's supposed to adjust the dosing, but at 2 a.m., the man may not even wake up to go and adjust, so it becomes a bit tricky. During the day, when it's maram, we go and adjust the dosing. If it's too much maram, we cross. But those 2 hours that we have switched off the plant end up affecting customers in far areas. So, degradation up the stream has negatively affected our production capacity to the extent that We can't run the plant 24/7 during a rainy season. Our biggest appeal is to every stakeholder to get involved in protecting River Mpanga. Let us plant trees. Let us restore the natural vegetation that has been destroyed, such that we have clean water, we have potable water, and as national water, we end up using less chemicals. In the future, as we use more chemicals, you never know, it might affect even the cost of water. If the cost of treatment is high, also the cost of supplying that water to your home becomes a little bit higher.
We have several duty bearers that are sensitizing the people on how to conserve the river, sensitizing the people on good agronomic practices, sensitizing the people on waste management that is aimed at mitigating and reducing the levels of pollution.
Especially this one, I'm putting it to the government, and especially the local government. Let the local government mobilize our people for other economic activities. And another thing is we need to implement the laws. The Uganda has very nice laws, but they have not been implemented. Like the 1995 law on the management of the buffer zone. It is there lying from 1995. The 100 meters from the main river should be protected. And the environment officers are here, the agriculture extension workers are here. They are not implementing the laws.